Hey guys, it's Jillian Harris here. I am so excited about the launch of our preset package. One of the reasons why we put together this preset package for you is this has been a question that's been asked probably for the last 5 years. How do you edit your photos? We've done countless vlogs, blogs, tutorials on how we edit our photos, and we really just wanted to make it easier for you. This is like a new age. What do they call this? This is like the wild, wild west of the internet right now. And I love what I do on jillianharris.com and on my Instagram. Not only do I get to have a conversation and a community with you, I get to work from home and be with my children, and that has been something that I really want to share with all of you watching this. If you from this can create a business on Instagram, if you can make your business more successful on Instagram, create a blog, or even if this just helps you have a creative outlet, I think it's all positive, it's all good. I wanted to make it easier for you. I wanted to make it more fun for you. I want to share what we've learned over the years with you guys. It's something that I'm really passionate about and proud of. Our team has worked literally around the clock for months. We put everything else on hold. We haven't taken on any partnerships. We've been working weekends and evenings to develop this for you. And I'm so excited to see how you translate our presets into your life, into your photos, into your business. Don't forget to hashtag Jilly Presets. I want to see how you use them. I want your feedback and have fun. Okay, so you want to know what a preset is. My glasses are crooked. I'm going to take those off. I think somebody stepped on them. A preset, a preset is an editing formula that makes your photos look a certain way. These are my favorite glasses.
Let's do that.
Look at you guys. Literally my life right now. That's literally my life. Okay. So a preset is basically an opportunity to apply a filter to your photos to be able to get the Team Jilly look. That's it in a nutshell. Why do you need 8 presets? Why not just 1 preset? That's what my mom asked. Why is there 8? Why can't there just be 1? Well, for a few different reasons. There are a multitude of different areas and times in your life that you're taking photos. For example, you could take a photo on the beach or outside in the snow or during movie night, or maybe you just capture your grandma cuddling the baby and it's Thanksgiving and all the lights are on and all the candles are on and your house looks really yellow in the picture. Maybe you are outside in an orchard and there's lots of green and you don't want that much saturation in your green. So depending on what kind of photo you took, you want to apply the preset that we designed specifically for that type of photo. So that's why there are 8. And I'm going to explain those 8 later on in this video. Do I need to be tech savvy to use these presets? You don't need to be tech savvy, but you do need to be patient and be able to follow instructions. I'll tell you, the first time I bought a preset was about, 6 months ago, and I was super overwhelmed when I first bought it, but I just took a deep breath, I took my time, and I read the instructions, and I found out it was super easy. So there are mobile presets and there are desktop presets. The mobile presets I find to be a little bit more finicky because you have to download them all separately. So what I'd recommend for you is if you want to try these presets and you want to start getting creative with photography, is to really take your time. Read the PDF that we're going to send you, watch this whole video, read the FAQs, even watch the highlights in my Instagram stories. You're going to probably encounter a time where you're thinking, okay, this doesn't look right, and what do I do from here? Just take a deep breath and then read the instructions again. Eventually, once you get to the very end and you have these presets on your phone and you use them once, it's gonna be like, oh, this is amazing. Once you have them, you're done. It's not complicated afterwards, but getting them set up, I find, takes a little bit of time. What do I need to use these presets? Well, one, you need certain tools, obviously. So you need either a camera, a DSLR camera, like the ones that you point and shoot, that you can actually download those pictures either to your phone or to your computer. So for example, I only use my phone. I only take pictures with my phone, and I only edit them with the Lightroom app that's on my phone. I never use my computer, I never use my DSLR camera. I only use my phone. So if all you have is an iPhone or an Android, this will work for you. If you don't have a mobile device and you don't have a phone that takes photos, that's okay. as long as you have a camera and a computer. So you are gonna need something to take the photo, and you're gonna need something to edit the photo with. Lastly, you're gonna need the Lightroom app and the presets. So those are obviously two things that you need. So if you have your tool, so obviously your phone, your camera, and or your computer, then you're ready to buy the presets and the Lightroom app if you don't already have it. So the Lightroom app is actually free on your phone, and you have to buy a subscription on your computer. So Mackenzie, our photographer, who's sitting over here, she's so beautiful, she has the Lightroom app on her computer because we use it professionally for our blog and for a lot of our photo shoots and a lot of our partnerships. I believe it's like $9.99 a month or something like that. But if you don't want to make that investment, that's no problem. I'd suggest the mobile for you anyways, and that Lightroom app is free on your mobile. Okay, so one of the things I want to talk to you guys first, before you even buy the presets, before you even watch the rest of the video, is there's a lot that goes into actually taking the photo first. You can't just take, pardon my language, a crappy photo and apply the preset and expect it to look, I don't want to say Instagram worthy, but you know, a 50,000 like worthy. You know what I'm talking about? You really have to put time and energy into actually taking the photo first in order for it to turn out. Having said that, a lot of times you can take a crappy photo and apply the preset and it works. But to set yourself up for success, I recommend doing these things every time you take a photo. One, clean your lens. Every time you take a photo, grab your shirt, clean the lens, clean the front of the lens, and make sure your lens is clean. Number two, your phone camera has filters built into them, which I know my dad uses, and I think a lot of you use, and I'm just going to say don't use those, okay? Don't use those filters. If you're gonna use those filters, that's fine and dandy, you do you, but don't waste your money on my presets because it's not gonna work. Number three, photos turn out best when there is no incandescent lights on and you're in natural daylight, and I like to call it diffused daylight. So I know this gets a little bit confusing, but just the best photo will turn out in a room kind of like this, where it's daytime, we've got snow outside, so it's really reflecting nice, and there's no harsh, direct sunlight coming in. That's gonna be your best scenario. If you don't have that scenario, I suggest taking your photos at dusk or at dawn. We call that golden hour. And also working with the sun instead of against the sun. If you're taking a photo and you are working against the sun, so your camera is facing to the sun, your subject in front of you is gonna be really dark and it's not gonna be as luminous and you're not gonna get that look that you want. So instead of actually turning right around and working directly, so let's say the sun's there and it's pointing this way, sometimes that will work, but sometimes your subject will end up being really, really lit. So I would suggest going almost at a 45-degree or this way. So kind of work to the side of the sun. And you know what? Sometimes you just have to move your camera around and just take a look and go like, okay, what looks best on my phone right now? Like, yeah, okay, so maybe the beautiful view is over there, but what happens if I just turn my phone over here? How is it gonna be lit? And try to find the most beautiful lighting that you can find before you capture your picture. Not to mention, we're all digital these days, you guys, so take 20 pictures in different angles and different lighting so that you have options later on when you go to edit. Should we teach them how to use the presets? Okay, first things first, we gotta shut off all the lights. Okay, can Leo shut that off? See, even Leo can shut off his lights. Okay, now we're gonna get our camera. And should we take, oh, we gotta shut lights off over here too. Should we take a picture of Peaches and Nacho? Peaches, Nacho, come on. Jump. Okay, sit. Okay, come on, Peaches. Come, jump. Jump. See? See how easy it is? This is super cute. Okay, dogs, ready? Smile. Gotta fix this. Stay. Fix that. The background, okay. Ready? Nacho, Peaches, wanna go for a walk? Wanna go for a walk? Walk. Press that one. Okay, 1 second. Ready? 1, 2, 3, push it. Good job. Do you want to go show Easton where the candy drawer is?
Yeah.
Okay, you go show Easton where the candy, you can give Annie to Mackenzie or Shay. Okay, so come with me. I'll show you what we're gonna do here. So we're gonna open up Lightroom. we're going to add a photo. So there you go, there it is. We're gonna go to presets, and then we're going to decide whether it's gonna be that one. Ooh, I like that. Family love is probably what I would choose. Golden hour, home love, peachy love, snow love. So let's go to family love. I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna go into light, increase the exposure just a little bit, and we're good. Before, after. Are you happy with that, Mackenzie?
Yeah.
Before?
You should post that on Monday.
After, okay. Okay, there you go. I feel like that took under 2 minutes, although I did have some help, so add another 4 minutes onto your schedule. So under 10 minutes, you have an Instagram-worthy picture, ready to rock, ready to roll. Oh my God, this one of you guys just farted. Was that Peaches or was that Nacho? Or was that you? I'm just kidding. How will I know which preset to use for which photo? So these presets are designed a little differently than I think other presets that are out there. Usually the presets are designed based on the look that you want. Well, all of our presets are gonna kind of give you a same consistent look, which is light and airy and fresh, and you're gonna be able to apply all of these pictures to your feed and to your blog and get that consistent look. But it really depends on the setting in which you took the photo in. So I hope you're understanding me, because this is a really important tool in order to use our specific presets. This is something really, I think, unique to our presets, and I think it's gonna really help you use these presets effectively. So for example, if you took the photo outside in the snow, or your photo is like really, really diffused and there's a lot of white, you might want to use our snowy preset. That's why for that preset, it's actually a picture of me in the snow. So that reminds you, okay, this is the snowy preset because it's a picture of Jill in the snow, and that's the preset I need to use for my picture in the snow. There's also a preset called the Cozy Love preset. And so that preset is for if it's Thanksgiving dinner and it's dark out and you have all these candles and incandescent lighting and it's a really cozy, you want to use the Cozy Love preset. That's going to help your picture get a little bit brighter, cool it down a little bit, mute it out a bit so that it's still going to look good on your feed. That's also why the preset photo that we used for this is a picture of my dining room table with candles and wine glasses. That kind of reminds you that, okay, this is the preset that I need to use for this specific photo. Another preset that we have is called the Orchard Love. So typically in an orchard, you have lots of greens. Maybe you're not in an orchard, maybe you're in a vineyard, or maybe you're just out in the woods, or you're camping, or you're in your backyard and there's a whole lot of greens. Greens are beautiful, but I find for my feed, I like greens to be brightened and diffused and a little bit muted and a little bit cooled down. So in Orchard Love, that's gonna give you an opportunity to have a picture that has typically a lot of greens, but it's gonna be able to brighten it up and desaturate it a little bit. And that's why we use the photo of me in the field, because that's gonna remind you that that's the preset that you need to use. So I could go on for all of the other 8, but check out the welcome package, the PDF, the FAQ, the blog. You're gonna be able to have a list there of all the different presets and why and where you would use those presets. So hopefully that will help you with playing around and having some fun. So what happens if you apply a preset to your photo and it looks nothing like our photo, or you feel like something's gone wrong? Do not panic. This happens with almost every preset, the best presets. This happens to photographers, it happens to me all the time. So there's so many different variables with photos out there, with your camera, with the settings, with the lighting, with the different colors that are in the world and in your potential photos. So if this happens to you, it's okay, don't panic. Sometimes I just take a step back and take a look at the photo and say, what is wrong with this picture? Is it still too dark? Is it too bright? Are skin tones orange? Is this red turned into fluorescent orange? What is actually wrong with this photo? And most of the times with just a few tiny little tweaks, you can fix all those problems. I often start with the exposure, and oftentimes I will turn it up even more. We don't play around with exposures much in our presets, only because there's so many different variables as to when you took your photo and where you took your photo. So playing with the exposure will always help brighten things up a little bit or darken things up if you so desire. Another thing I always play with is the color temperature. Depending on if it's a winter day, if it's a summer day, if you're taking these pictures in the Yukon or if you're taking them in Florida, you may need to play with the color temperature a little bit. I typically like my photos to be a little bit on the warm side, but if you're taking a photo in incandescent light inside, you might need to cool them down a little bit. So play around with the temperature a little bit. I also have a little trick that I apply to all my photos only at the very end, and I've just started doing this, but I'll always apply a tiny little bit of pinkish tint. So that's in the color tool option. You'll see it'll say tint, and you can either make it more magenta or more green. I never go more green. I always make it a little touch of magenta. So I'll do like +5 magenta. I usually do that just to finish things off, to give everything kind of a feminine, lovely bit of a tint. So how did we come up with the number $65 for the presets? Well, we took a look at how much time and energy we put into this. There's obviously a substantial overhead into putting these together, creating the videos, creating the FAQs, setting up the presets, and figuring out how we could deliver them to you. I wanted this to be available for everybody. I do believe they are a little bit on the lower end of the scale, and that's not because of any reason. I feel like a lot of time and energy has gone into these. I feel like they are high end. I feel like they have so much support material, whether it be this video or our welcome package or the FAQ. But we really wanted these to be available to everybody, and that's why we've sold them as a package of 8. I really believe that you're gonna need all 8. There may be some that you use more or less than the others, this is something that we wanted to provide to you to be able to help with your success or help with your creativity. And of course, we could have charged more, but this felt right. Also, to provide value, we've included both desktop and mobile and all the presets within that. So you've got the whole wham bam, thank you ma'am, the whole package. And we really think this is gonna make your life a lot more fun and a lot easier. Won't do your dishes and won't put your kids to bed and it won't open a bottle of wine, but dang it, your pictures are gonna look so damn good. Okay, you guys, well, thanks for hanging on this long, learning all about the presets. I hope you are so inspired. I hope you purchase because I think they are a lot of fun. Don't forget to hashtag Jilly Presets. And if you're wondering where to purchase, check the link in the bio or check in the description. Everything should be there. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I mean, not as fun as a bottle of tequila, but your pictures are gonna look damn good. And I'm so excited.